What's up, people? Perry here with another episode of WildStyle. And as you can see, we are up here on our progress pillar or progress tower, whatever you want to call it. I made some changes. One of them is that I took out the fences that were here. It's kind of obstructing the view a little bit, so I decided to live a little bit dangerously and added in some half slabs here, just so we can get a better view of the land. And I'm starting off the episode up here, so just so that we can get a good view of everything that we have accomplished so far. It's not too much now that I'm up here, but actually most of the stuff that has been done is pretty much behind the scenes and caving and gathering resources and whatnots. But actually, what I would like to do to start this episode off is to kind of go over our starter house, just kind of briefly, a little bit of lag there, but to go over some of the suggestions that you came up with. And if I can make it down here in one piece, okay, perfect. So the starter house, I really thank you for all of your suggestions and all the ideas that you come up with. It's really nice hearing from you guys and seeing what your tastes are when it comes to building. But one of the suggestions, one of the biggest things that I've been getting from the comments was that you guys weren't too fond of the birch wood in here. But what I did do, as you can already see, is that instead of putting a different color birch wood, or not birch wood, but a different color of wood in here, I decided to keep the colors the same. So going with this dark oak, keeping in line with all these right here. Instead, I decided to change the window color into birchwood, and I think that ties everything in just nicely. One of the reasons why I put birchwood here is that I was a little bit concerned about trying to tie in the roof with the rest of the build, but as it turns out, adding in these birchwood fences right here for our windows kind of does that for us. So I know some of you had suggested putting in oak wood planks, but as it would be a different color, right? So oak wood, instead of, let's see if I can do this properly. Instead of oak wood, or these dark oak here, I decided to just go with the, what did I say? Oh, I'm losing track of what I'm saying. But instead of dark oak here, some of you have suggested putting just regular oak. And for me, I kind of have a rule, and that is the rule of 3. I don't use too many different materials in a specific build. Sometimes you can get away with more than 3 depending on what you need to do, but as a basic rule, I like to stick with 3 different types of textures. So one texture is the cobblestone here. The other texture is this dark oak, and the third one is the birch wood. So if I go over at any point, it kind of adds a little bit too much to the build. It adds a little bit too much confusion. So that's why I use that rule of 3. So that's why I didn't go with the oak wood here. And you can kind of see the interior. I kind of moved in a little bit. I have a picture on Twitter, and if you want to follow me there, of the little inside here. I called it my little bachelor pad. There's not too much going on there. It's just a little bit of an interior design, but interior design, probably not one of my strong suits, but it's something that I'm very interested in doing. But yeah, so thank you so much about your suggestions, and hello, goodbye. But yeah, keep them coming. I really enjoy those suggestions. But for this episode, I think what I did say in the last episode was that I was going to work on a bridge to go from here across to there. And while we will still do that, what I am thinking that we would do instead is that I'm running into a little bit of a wheat problem. The fact that I don't have any of it. This farm right here it's okay. It's working out just fine for us. But, I really need to get going on enchanting, and one of the things that I need is leather, and in order to get leather I need cows, and in order to get more cows I need more wheat. So what I'm thinking for this episode is that we'll make a little bit of a wheat farm. As you can see here, I have one already set up. It works out okay. It's not really the most efficient in the world, so I think we can do a little bit better. Maybe add in a little automation to it. And you know what? At the same time, well, we add in a little style, right? So what I need to do is I need to get a bunch of stuff together, and from there we can go on with the build. So I'll see you in just a sec. All right, and you can kind of see how I'm trying to design this. Starting from up here, I'll have some of the wheat crops, and then the idea is that I'll have it cascading down, kind of like this, and then make a left turn this way, and then back down this way, so that the waterfall will go all the way down to the bottom, and then from there I can harvest all the crops, or the water will be able to push everything down to the bottom. How I'm going to do that, I haven't worked that out yet. But one of the things that I want to be able to kind of work out beforehand is that I think that the water needs to be next to the crops, or else the tilled soil won't stay. So what I'm thinking about is maybe putting it in here. So like that, and then well, that might be a problem. Maybe I'll just I'll cover it up for now, and then I'll work out something in a bit. But I think what I want to do is have the water hidden, kind of like that. Oh, I need more water. There we go. I've been having random lag spikes when I play this game. It's kind of odd. I don't know why it's doing that, but so we got some water here, and I think what will end up happening is that I'll cover it over, so you won't be able to see it. That's okay. And then hopefully if I till, do I have a? Nope, I don't have a hoe. Need to be more prepared, Barry. More prepared, and that's something that I need to work on, is that if this works out, I'll probably have to, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need a hoe. Here we go. And now, so if this works, I should see the tilled soil get darker, right? So something like that. And also I want to see how far it goes, because I think I'll probably have to do it for, I have to do it for both sides, definitely. Oh, there we go. So the tilled soil is getting darker, so that's a good sign. I think, that'll be a good place to do it, putting the water underneath here, but I think I'll have to figure something out, maybe move it one block up. So one of the things that I'm realizing that is going on as we go through this whole series is that, I don't really need to use that warehouse that much. I haven't used it at all. The little warehouse that I kind of MC edited in to kind of give me a head start on resources and building blocks. But a lot of the tools and, redstone and stuff like that, I've had to harvest on my own, because the warehouse doesn't include any of that stuff. But as we go along here, and as I've been playing this game in survival, I've really been getting back into doing just pure survival, and just kind of living off the land and trying to, I guess, live off the whatever I have. And it's been very satisfying for myself. And I find myself just starting up Minecraft and just playing the game, doing what you're seeing I'm doing right now, which is just gathering resources and putting things together. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that warehouse. I may come to a point where I won't need it at all, and I don't know, fill it in or do something spectacular with it. I don't know. But, I have discovered that I really don't need that warehouse. I may not use it at all. I don't foresee myself at any point in time using it. I think, maybe in the future, that may be something that I will have to do, especially if I have to find some rare blocks or designing with something else. But really, with this series, I've really been designing and using blocks that are readily available to me, and that's something that I really wanted to keep up with this series, was being able to just build with the normal amount of blocks, nothing too extravagant. So yeah, leave a comment down below is what you think of it, whether or not I should just fill in that warehouse, because I honestly I haven't used anything in there. Everything that you've seen that's been built here has been built exclusively in survival, including getting the cows and the sheep, which were a pain in the butt. The sheep not so much, but the cows definitely, they were a bit of a pain to find and bring back here. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm just going to continue on with this, and I'll see you in just a bit. Alright, so here we are at our progress pillar. We are getting a little bit of a vantage, getting up to a vantage point here so that we could take a look at what we've got going on here. I'm liking how it's going. Again, I want the water to kind of start here and cascade its way down, kind of pushing all the resources or the seeds and the wheat down to the bottom here. The next thing that I want to do is to be able to add in some detail here and there. I think what would be good for us is that if we can figure out some sort of way of integrating the nature, the surroundings in with the build. That's one of the things that I'm really going for. So I don't think I'll be using too much or too many cobblestone or wood, but I would like to use it in that I can incorporate it with this. I want to tie it in together with the workshop down here. And as you can see, it's kind of intruded onto this wheat farm, but that's okay because I am replacing it. So in here will probably be an expanded part of the workshop. I think, yeah, if I can tunnel through here, that'll, I'll go through here and it'll end up, with a little extra workspace for us. Something to think of. A good designer always uses all available spaces to them. And so yeah, I think I like the way it's going. We've moved this up one block, so I think we'll be able to put water in here without intruding too much on the downstairs area. I don't think, is that going to be a problem? No, that's not going to be a problem. So, terraforming with nature in mind. It's a bit of an art. Well, it is an art. Most of the time when you go to design something, you kind of want to have nature in mind, especially when you have such great terrain as is generated in Minecraft. So it's always good to help yourself by developing along with it. Really adds to a lot of builds. And so one of the things that I like to do is to kind of, like to step back and take a look at what I need here. And for what I'm thinking is that this hill right here looks a little bit too blocky to me. So I'm going to kind of round it off. And this is something that you can do, is just taking a look back, and there's actually this little hidden grotto. I want to call it a grotto, but it's a little hidden oasis down there. But it's always good to just kind of shape the land, kind of take away dirt. Just try to get some sort of feel for what you got going on here. And usually, you just start in little increments, and then from there you can kind of gauge where you need to go. Oftentimes I find that taking away little bits is a lot better than taking away large bits at a time. That's not really a good place for us to take a look at. We'll just go, I think up here will be a good place to do that. Yeah, so you can kind of see I've kind of sloped it off at the top here, and then it gradually, the slope gradually escalates as we go down here. And that's something to take into account if you're ever looking to, broaden your design horizon. It's always good to take a look at, the thing that you're trying to emulate. So for myself, looking at landscapes, looking at how they are naturally formed, it gives you a good idea. It plants the seed in your head, really, as to what you need to do next. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going by feel. Whatever I see, is basically what we're gonna get here. So it's always a good idea to kind of, oh, see now that's a little bit too much. I think I've taken off a little bit too much there. I'm gonna work on it. I'll be right back with you. So I think I got the hillside rounded off just the way I like it. Is it perfect? No, but nature never really is, if you think about it. But the next thing that we need to do is to work out some sort of piston system and try to figure out how the water is going to flow. Now, I did do this in creative, trying to figure out exactly where I wanted everything. But as it turns out, I'll have to set up a row of pistons here for water flowing down this way, and then another set here, and then another set there. And now that I just mentioned it, I think I'll be cutting into that hillside a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. So what I need to do is to try and figure out how to get these pistons to line up just right. Oh, and the other thing is that I figured out the water situation. You can see here I've put some water down here, and then it goes along just like that, and there's some water spread out throughout the system here, and hopefully that will work out just fine for the crops. So yeah, just something to keep hidden away, and hopefully it works out. So to work out the pistons, I think what I need to do, I'm just thinking about it right now. I think if we do this like this, and as it was pointed out to me in the comments for my Surviving Creatively episode, somebody said that I said it, and I did say it. I think I said it a couple times, and yeah, someone picked up on it, and yeah, I do say it. So I think pistons just like this, like it is, and oh, let's try. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. And now for the redstone. Not really my favorite part, but redstone's not really a really complicated thing for me. It's just, I feel that sometimes my little contraptions can be done better, or be more refined, and oftentimes I find that is the case. But I think what will work out best for us is to put down some redstone right here. And then I got a lever just for temporary sake. I'll have to hook up something a little bit more centralized so that I could, just hit a lever or a switch or something, and then it'll all automate itself. But I think, does that work? Yeah, that works. So no fuss, no muss. I think that will work out just great for us. What I need to do next is to replicate that over here and over there. And I'm gonna step away, and I'll see you in just a bit. And you can see here sort of the finished product. Haven't quite gotten a lot of the design work done, but we're getting there. What I really want to do right now is kind of test the whole system out But you can see the makings of the design over here. If I could jump off. Here we go. It's a little bit too big for my liking. There might be a little bit of, you know, trying to figure out here and there. But I really like how the fence is. I got the darker wood fence, and in the background there I have the lighter, I think it's just plain old oak wood. But I'm liking how that's turning out. But what I really want to do is to give a little bit of a proof of concept. I haven't really worked out exactly how I want the redstone to be. Of course, I would want something, you know, a little bit more centralized where I could just flip a switch and then, you know, watch everything harvest itself. But the idea that I'm going for is that, and I know this is not ready to be harvested yet, but this is really just a proof of concept. So I think what we'll do here is we'll flip the switch, and I think, yeah, I got a little bit of spillage along the side there. That's okay. So what will end up happening is that one will go here and push everything down to the bottom, and then another one will trip off here. That's all right. And then the third one will go. And hopefully nothing will get stuck. I like how the water kind of flows like that. And yeah, everything should come down to the bottom here. And like I said before, there was a bit of spillage over the side. And I had a stack and a half put into this, and I think I have less than 2 stacks, which is not good output. We'll have to figure that out. Probably tinker around with it a little bit more. But actually, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Maybe have some ideas, maybe some better ideas in which to help me out here. I really like the water, the way it's flowing right now. Looks kind of cool. Don't forget to hit that like button if you so choose. Really helps me out a lot. And you know what? If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Anyways, that's it for me. Always remember, keep your head up, and I'll see you in the next one.